The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Rush City High School for tonight's boys basketball matchup here between the Rush City Tigers and the Milaca Wolves. Of course, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's matchup from Rush City High School in beautiful Rush City, Minnesota. These two teams nearly came into this one winless, but Rush City was able to get a victory last night over Hope Academy. So Rush City winless no longer, but the Milaca Wolves still searching for their first victory on the season as we take a look at them. They have lost six straight to begin the season. It started off with a loss to Royalton. Then they were kind of blown out by Spectrum. A loss to Zimmerman, and again a kind of a blowout loss to St. Francis. Then they fell to Little Falls and Annandale. Now, you take a look at this Milaca team and you go, well, they're not a very good team this year. They're 0-6. Not at all the case. You look at some of the teams that they have played, and my goodness, these are fantastic teams, starting with teams like Spectrum, who is 6-0, ranked 8th in the state. Then you go over and you look at teams like St. Francis. St. Francis is also a very good team. Plus, they're a 3A school who is 2-5, but they have also played top teams in the state as well. And they have had their struggles as well, but then they also played, again, other good teams in their own class, like Little Falls, who is going to always be a tough battle. Then Annandale as well, who is returning just an enormous amount of talent from last year's squad. They're 3-2, but that 3-2 is a little bit deceiving because they're not as bad as their record would have you believe. Excuse me. So the Milaca Wolves come into this one 0-6, but looking for their first win here tonight over the Rush City Tigers. This is a non-conference, but it is a section matchup of 6AA. Again, the Milaca Wolves coming into this one having lost 6 in a row to begin the season. Sadly, they're ranked second from the bottom in their class. They're 0-1 in their conference as well as 0-3 in this section. Those section losses came to Royalton, Spectrum, and Annandale, and they're hoping not to make it 4 section losses in a row as they play Rush City here tonight. Again, these two teams play in Section 6AA, and they are at the bottom. Rush City's at 15, Milaca at 16. At the top of the section, though, is Albany, but they are 3-1 on the year. The lone undefeateds right now are Spectrum at 6-0 and Foley at 5-0. Can you believe that? This section is insanely talented, and you've only got 2 remaining undefeated teams. It feels like every year the top 3 or 4 are undefeated. Well, this year only 2 left in the section that are undefeated in Spectrum and Foley. Very interesting this year, having Pine City, Rush City, and Milaca all sitting at the bottom of this section. Last year, those 3 teams, and not just last year, but the years previous as well, those 3 teams were in the top 5 of this section, seemingly go back 5, maybe even longer, that these teams have been towards the top 5 in this section with each other. This year, they're all at the bottom. It's a big turnover in talent for a lot of these squads, including Milaca and Rush City, along with Pine City. So a little bit different this year for some of these squads, but it should be a good one nonetheless here this evening. Part of this section is Mora. They played against Albany last night, in which they fell 83-41. Mora, up to this point, their lowest scoring game was 61 points. They struggled to get to that against Albany. But have no fear, they will play them more than likely again during the regular season. So, tough loss there for Mora in this section, but we now turn our attention to the Rush City Tigers, the home team here this evening. They are 1-6, 0-2 in the section, and 0-3 in the conference. Those 2 section losses came to St. Cloud Cathedral and Mora, and they played that Mora game on this past Monday. I was able to be at that one. And again, 0-3 in the conference already against East Central, Bram, and Ogilvie. So they started it out 0-6 themselves, losing by 2 points to Greenway Nashua Kewanee. Then they fell to East Central, fell by 10 to Bram, and fell to Ogilvie. Then they fell to St. Cloud Cathedral by a good chunk, and Mora by a good chunk as well. But then they beat Hope Academy last night, who also went into that game winless. And Rush City came out on top 58-52, getting their first victory on the season. So, again, tonight, a lot riding on the line for these two teams. Rush City trying to grab their second win on the season and second win in a row. Milaca trying to erase that goose egg off of their record and grab the first win on the season. The Milaca fans have come out pretty much in full force here this evening. They're filling in the visiting team stands quite nicely here this evening. Especially during holiday break, you wouldn't maybe think that it would be as packed just because, family vacations and stuff, but Milaca, they have traveled well. Give them credit. They are trying to make some noise for their team here tonight. Both of these teams come in as some of the lowest scoring. Milaca is the lowest scoring team in the section at 43 points a game. They give up 73. Rush City at 53 points a game. They gave up 63. But Rush City is not the second lowest to Milaca. Instead, it is Pine City, only managing to score about 48 points per game. But those are the bottom 3 in scoring. Surprisingly not in scoring defense, though. Rush City does give up only 64. It's 63.9, so we'll round up to say 64. And there are some teams above them as I'm looking at it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're about middle of the pack in that in the give version. Pine City, though, does give up the most at nearly 82 points per game, so they're spread a little bit difficult here this season. The top scoring teams in this section are Legacy Christian Academy, 80 points per game. Then you go and look at Spectrum at 74.8, Annandale 74.4, and Foley at 72.6. But Albany still reigning supreme over the section as they are ranked 7th in the states and number 1 in the section right now. Esco and Crosby Ironton are tops in their section of 7AA. They're ranked 5 and 6 as we go through and try and find our top 2 teams in Class AA. 9th is La Crescent Hoka. And then in that 10th spot, Redwood Valley. Said that a little weird. But then your top 4, 1 through 4, is in Section 5AA with Breck at number 1, Minneapolis North number 2, Southwest Christian number 3, and Holy Family Catholic at number 4. So it looks like our pregame warm-ups have been completed, and it looks like we're set for action here in this game between the Rush City Tigers hosting the visiting Milaca Wolves. We'll take a moment to hear a word from some of our fine sponsors, and then when we come back, our national anthem will have been sung, starting lineups announced, and we'll be ready for boys basketball here on the simulcast this evening on both WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350 and Nice 95.5 FM KBEK.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh, yeah? Well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill, too.
What about his shop?
He heats that, too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
Embrace Orthodontics would like to take this time to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. It's people like you that make Christmas a sacred, meaningful occasion. Embrace Orthodontics wants to thank you for allowing us to serve you over this past year, and we look forward to continuing to provide quality orthodontic care with Invisalign and braces in the year ahead. Gifts come and go, but a smile is forever. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Embrace Orthodontics. Find us online at embracemn.com.
Experience our most popular sawmill, the Big Red XP. This Canadian-built mill proudly sits on an entirely welded 24-foot jointless frame. Accepting a diameter of 32 inches, this portable sawmill can saw logs up to 21 feet long or work with two 10-foot logs at the same time. Includes an electric head position and automatic headlock. Powered by the renowned and proven Honda 20-horsepower version, the Big Red XP comes equipped with all the equipment needed. The Big Red XP is available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Want to make some extra money this holiday season? Then join Burnett Dairy Cooperative's Cheese Store Holiday Crew. They're looking for temporary employees to assist with gift box orders from October 1st through January 6th. This position is scheduled Sunday through Thursday from 12 to 8 p.m. with an hourly rate of $14 per hour and an end-of-the-season retention bonus. Call 715-689-2170 or apply online at burnettdairy.com and click on Careers.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local Auto Owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and 95.5 FM, KBEK. Taking a look at your starters tonight for the visiting Milaca Wolves. It will be number 1, Landon Haas. Number 3, Colin Marudas. Number 10, Brock Talberg. 42, Thomas Leon. And 54, Colton Keel. For the Rush City Tigers, it will be number 2, Owen Dick. Number 3, Jamison Wood. Number 12, Nolan Stepp. Number 32, Lucas Diedrich. And 44, Braden Rude. Those are your starters for both of these teams. And for the Wolves, they're wearing their white away uniforms. The red letters and numbers outlined in black. They've got the 2 black stripes down the jersey and side of the shorts with the 1 red stripe in between both of those. The Tigers wearing their blue home uniforms with the yellow letters and numbers with the white outlines. The lone 2 stripes on each side of the jersey, but only the 1 triangular stripe on the right side of the shorts. For the Tigers, that is yellow, or yellow, as I like to say sometimes. So, we got a team who just won their first game last night, trying to get their second in a row. And you've got a team who is winless, trying to grab their first one on the season. Here we are at the home of the Tigers, Rush City High School, for this boys basketball matchup. And we are just about set to get started. 18 minutes are up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, custom light force braces, or Invisalign clear aligners. 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and of course Cambridge. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. Brand new location in Cambridge too, so. It'll be Braden Rude and Brock Talberg at center court for tip-off. And Rude is going to win it for the Tigers, and that'll get back to Wood, who will quickly give it up to Owen Dick. Owen Dick on the far side tries to drive, gives it back outside here to Diedrich. Diedrich had a good game against Mora. Coming off the bench in that game, he scored double-digit points, so a nice night there for him over in Mora despite the loss. Owen Dick now has it stolen away by Milaca. Landon Haas, he's going to get fouled, and he'll go to the line for an early opportunity at 2. And that foul, and on Rush City, it's going to be on Owen Dick, his first, team's first. And Landon Haas at the line to shoot 2. First one is up, and it rattles through to make it 1-0. That one falls through as well to make it 2-0 in favor of Milaca. So Milaca gets the first points on the board, and Rush City now tries to answer. Owen Dick with it on the far side, dribbling towards the top of the key. Now finds his way inside, gives it off to Braden Rude, who nearly lost it, gives it back outside to Wood. Wood now on the near side for Lucas Diedrich for three. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Off of, looked like the chest of Haas. He manages to pull in the rebound still. He'll give it off far side to Marudas. Marudas inside there to Liam. Liam, pretty tall, gives it over to Keel. Keel now driving inside. He puts up a layup, no good. And Liam gets the rebound, drops it in for two. 4-0 here for the Wolves early on. Here come the Tigers again. Diedrich with it, gives it off far side to Owen Dick. Dick wanted to go inside the paint, but instead gives off to Rude. Now over to Stepp. Nolan Stepp now to Diedrich to Owen Dick. Stands top of the key, trying to get around one defender. Drives inside, gives it off to Braden Rude. Rude is fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot two for the Tigers' first opportunity at points. And they get Colin Marudas for the team foul for Milaca. Rude, his first one is up and good. And the Tigers are on the board. Rude gets the friendly roll on the second one, and that one falls through to make it 4-2 Milaca. Wolves come the other way and bumping bodies out there, but they're all right, no foul call. And now it's Haas with it. Haas gets around one defender with a screen, then had that ball knocked out of his hands by Owen Dick, and unfortunately, they're going to get Owen Dick for the... No, I thought they might call Owen Dick for the foul because he fell over him, but instead, the Milaca player actually slid out of bounds. Right on that boundary line, and he slid out. So the Tigers get it back on the turnover. Diedrich will inbound to Wood. Wood on the far side. Gives it to Owen Dick. Owen Dick backing his way into the paint. Gives it back to Diedrich. Diedrich lost his dribble and then grabs it back. Gives it back to Wood. Wood now traveling inside. Picks up his dribble. Top of the key for Nolan Stepp for three. That's good. Nolan Stepp from three. Delivers and gives the Tigers a 1-point lead. Coming back the other way quickly, though, are the Wolves, and Marudas with the basket and the and one. Braden Rude will get called for the Tiger foul there, and Marudas trying to make it a three-point play, and he does. So Marudas with the three-point play and gives the Wolves a 7-5 lead. Far side, Owen Dick has it in the corner. Trying to get around the Milaca defender. That gives it to Rude. Now to Stepp. Nolan Stepp at the top of the key. Hands it back to Owen Dick. Dick nearly lost it, and he holds it above his head. That ball's still up for grabs, and Tigers get it back. A Milaca defender, his face was rolled on by Owen Dick, just trying to battle for that shot, and then the shot from Diedrich is no good. Landon Haas, grabs the rebound for the Wolves. Nearly had that one stolen away by Stepp. Still looking for someone to give it off to, and now they have it on the far side for Marudas. Marudas drives inside, layup, no good. Rebound there by Colton Keel. He drops it in for two, and it's now 9-5. Working 9-5. Sorry, had to. Owen Dick has it on the far side for the Tigers. Gives it to Rude, now to Stepp. Stepp hands it back to Owen Dick, who drives inside. And just before he traveled, he handed it off. We have a few turnovers there. Nolan Stepp winds up with it, and his shot is no good. Taken by Marudas on the rebound. Marudas' shot is blocked by Rude. So Liam had a steal. Nolan Stepp stole it right back. And now we'll see number 5 for the Wolves check into the game. And that is Ben Berg. So Milaca will inbound here as the Shot was blocked by Rude. Berg has it. He gives it over on the far side to Haas. Haas fakes the shot, drives inside, passes it, and that's going to roll away from Liam, and it will go back to the Tigers, who trail by 4. 14:28 to go here in the first half. Wood will inbound it to Diedrich. Diedrich has it back from Wood now to Step. Step looks inside, gives it top of the key to Rude. Rude looks over at Owen Dick and then passes it to Wood. Now back to Rude, just outside the paint. And Braden Rude delivers on the short jumper for 2 to make it 9-7. Back with it is Berg for the Wolves. Nice screen there, and then he has it blocked from behind by Lucas Diedrich. Beautiful job there by him, and Milaca will still hold on to it, but again, doing that as often as they are getting attempts to, that will cause Milaca to think twice. Meanwhile, Milaca does lead by 2, 9-7, and nearly a 5-second violation on the inbound, but inbound does get to Haas. Haas nearly had it stolen away by Dick, and now Haas will be fouled by Owen Dick. Head coach for the Tigers, Trig Thompson, says, hey, you know, Haas hooked my guy. But they do not agree, and Owen Dick will get his second foul, the team's third. Haas will look to inbound, and he just gets it in to Marudas, and his shot was touched, but it's in and good. Marudas delivers through contact and drops it in for 2 to make it 11-7 in favor of the Wolves. Tigers have it back. Diedrich, top of the key. Now to Owen Dick. Owen Dick keeps it above his head. Had a player swat at it. Drives towards the basket. Gets it falling backwards to go through. And Owen Dick gets his first points on the board, 11-9. Wolves quickly up the court, though. Berg has it. Berg nearly had that one stolen away by Rude. Gives it to Haas. Now back to Berg. And that ball going to be stolen away by Diedrich. The Wolf player went one way, the pass went the other, and now the Tigers get it back. Wood is going to get fouled as he was driving to the near side trying to hand it off to Diedrich, but he was fouled on his way through. They're going to get Landon Haas, his second, team's third. William Volk checks into the game for the Tigers. And into the game for the Wolves is number 32. That is Samson Trigg. A steal here by the Wolves. That's Marudas, but ball now up for grabs. I think we're going to get a kick ball. Yep. Sadly, a kick ball there by Rush City. They had an opportunity to grab it, but could not hold on. And now number 20, Lincoln Gullerud checks in. And into the game for the Wolves is number 30, Samuel. Oh boy, had it? I apologize. I'm terrible with the names. Now we've got some conversation at the scorer's table as I catch up on my roster sheet as who's in and who's out. So conversation at the scorer's table over, and we're back to action. As Milaca will look to inbound. They're trying, they look, and now to Hatter or Hade. Or Heat, maybe? I apologize. I do not know how to pronounce that last name. We'll just call him Sam, who's number 30. Wolves have it with 4 seconds to shoot, 3 seconds to shoot, up over everybody, and William Volk going to come up with that one for the Tigers. He brings it up the court and hands it back to Step. Step fakes the shot. Now looking to drive inside. Looks for one off the glass. It's no good. Rude with the rebound. Turnaround layup is good. Nice job there by Braden Rude to be in perfect position for that one. And he ties this game up at 11. With it on the far side is Sam, number 30. And he looked one way, and his teammate went the other. And then with the slam is Lincoln Gullerud. And that makes it 13-11 in favor of the Tigers. Lincoln Gullerud with the slam there on the steal. 12:02 to go. We'll get our first timeout called here by the Milaca Wolves. That gives us time to take a look at the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, where the Tigers lead 13-11. Embrace Orthodontics, their doctors, are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Plus, they'll leave you with the smile you'll embrace forever. Start today at embracemn.com. Rush has gone on a little bit of a nice run here to come back and take the lead, 13-11, over the Wolves from Milaca. Milaca held on to the lead there for the first 6 minutes of this first half, but the Tigers have been battling back here in this one, and the latest score there by Lincoln Gullerud, who got the steal after a miscommunication on the part of the Wolves. And Gullerud had an easy steal and a breakaway opportunity, which he slammed home on the dunk. And then the timeout was called right after that. Wolves will now inbound, and here they go. They bring it into their front court. With it on the far side is Tallberg. Tallberg nearly had that stolen away by Volk, and now Gullerud nearly steals that one. And a little too physical there by Gullerud. And he's going to get called for the foul. His head coach Thompson is saying, hey, isn't that a travel? But the referee does not agree, and that's his first, team's fourth. So the Wolves will get set to inbound. They do on the near side to Liam. Now over to Trigg. Samson Trigg stands at the top of the key. He'll give it off far side to Tallberg. Tallberg looking inside. Nice feed, but it's blocked there by Gullerud. Colton Keel got the pass inside, and Lincoln Gullerud using them hops to knock that one away. Another block here for the Tigers. That's their third here in the first half. Looking to inbound, they do on the far side to Liam. Now on the near side, wide open, Tallberg from three, and it rings around but falls through to make it 14-13. Wolves with the 1-point lead. Back the other way, Volk has it, nearly lost it, and he'll give it back over on the near side here to Matthew Kempf. Braden Root inside, he gets it to fall plus the and one. He'll go to line to shoot. Foul there on Sam, number 30. Excuse me, as Root is at the line for the and one, and that's no good. Well, he only gets two out of that, and rebounded there by Berg for the Wolves. That shot from three, no good, and Volk had an opportunity, and somehow, some way, no one came up with it on the rebound, but it was knocked out of bounds. Oh no, they're going to call a foul here on Rush. Or at least I thought they did. Oh, apparently not. Looks like he was just out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. Meanwhile, Samson Trigg will get a shot to fall for the Wolves and gives them the 1-point lead right back, 16-15. Tigers have it again. Kempf driving in, nearly lost his footing before he gave it off to Jamison Wood. Back out top of the key to Volk. Volk, head fake, drives inside. Nice move by William Volk, and he gets that one to drop in for two. Beautiful job there by William Volk on that one, and nice move. Kempf with the steal for the Tigers, and they got it back. On the far side, here's Gullerud to Volk. Volk looked at the basket, now drives inside again. Nice pass to Rude. Rude just outside the paint. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Keel for the Wolves. And the Wolves come back the other way. It's a 1-point deficit. Inside, beautiful pass there. And Tallberg drops it in, kisses it off the glass for two. And it's 18-17. We're trading 1-point leads here between these two. Rude gets a pass inside from Volk. Now to Wood. Wood inside the paint, nearly a travel, but to Kempf now to Rude. Rude on the near side. Pass it back outside to Gullerud. Gullerud inside, lost it, and it's going to go back to Milaca, as Gullerud was the last to touch it for the Tigers. Rudhaus checks back in for the Wolves. They lead by 1 with 9:44 to go here in the first half. Leon will check back in for the Wolves as well. And bringing it up the court is Marudas. He'll give it off on the near side to Ben Berg. He'll go inside and just up past the reach of Trigg, and Tigers will get it back. Checking into the game first time is Dimitri Trudeau, wearing number 22. They go up the court with the pass to Kempf, but he can't hold on cleanly. Marudas is going to get the steal for the Wolves, and Wolves will have it back. Another opportunity to score and try and extend their lead. This one's poked out. William Volk nearly got the steal. And now we're going to get a foul here on Matthew Kempf. It'll be Kempf's first and the team's 5th. Trigg will inbound for the Wolves. And getting a foot on it on the inbound was Nolan Stepp. So we will force the Wolves to try and inbound again. He does get it inbounded this time to Liam. You heard the student section counting out the time on the inbound. Good passing here by the Wolves, and finding a lane inside was Trigg, but no good as Rude is there for the rebound for the Tigers. Volk has it, stops on a dime, gives it to Trudeau. Trudeau has that pass tipped and stolen away here by Trigg, and then a nice feed, which is no good. It'll be Gullerud who gets the steal. Hands it to Volk. Volk, he nearly lost it. Inside, nearly stolen away again, but Rude comes up with it. Back to Stepp, now to Rude again. Gullerud looking to drive inside. Oh, he got absolutely, he got almost, shoulder tackled. And they're going to get Milaca for the foul on that one. I think that was Samson Trigg. Either way, it is the Wolves' 5th team foul, and at the line for 2 is Lincoln Gullerud. Missing on the first, so still has an opportunity to try and tie it here. Gullerud, no good on the second. Ball's up for grabs. It's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say last touched by the Tigers. 18-17, just under 8.5 to go here in half number 1. Tigers trail the Wolves. Tigers looking for win number 2 in a row and on the season, as the Wolves looking for their first win on the season. On the near side, Wolves have it, trying to find someone to give it off to. He does to Ben Berg. Now on the far side for Sam. That was nearly stolen away by Volk from behind, but I think they're going to get him for the foul now. They will. His first team 6th. So inbound here, and the next foul will be a 1-1 for Milaca. Inbound top of the key to Haas, and that shot no good. William Volk grabs the rebound for the Tigers. He'll give it to Dimitri Trudeau, and that pass stolen away by Ben Berg. And Ben Berg with the turnaround J is good to make it 20-17. And Trudeau's pass stolen away again. Ben Berg will get the steal and put it up and in for 2, but it was really Liam who caused that steal to happen, as all of a sudden it's 22-17. The Wolves now have a 5-point lead On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. You can find out more at embracemn.com. As we get the timeout there by Rush City, they'll be left with one. With 7:37 to go in the first half. Does look like it was a full timeout. So each team left with 4 timeouts here in the game. You get 5 to begin the game, and then got to use them wisely. So the Tigers went on a nice run to take the lead 13-11. Then all of a sudden the Wolves have gone on a nice run, an 11-6 run to be exact. It was enough for the Tigers to call timeout and try and get themselves situated. It just seems like they might be rushing things just a tad on passing the ball, trying to get it up the court quickly, which I understand, but passes have just been in dangerous spots. Volk, he thought about 3 and said he'll give it to Nolan Stepp on the near side. Now back to Volk inside, trying to get it to Rude. Rude had it swatted away from him. He'll give it out to Owen Dick for 3, no good. And Ben Berg will grab the rebound for the Wolves. Up the court quickly with it, and one pass went to another teammate, and the teammate wasn't expecting it. It bounced off his body and right back to his other teammate. For 3 is Haas, no good. And Jamison Wood right there for the rebound for the Tigers. Quickly up the court, gives it off to Owen Dick. Settling things down now. He'll hand it to Rude. Now back out to Owen Dick on the near side. To Nolan Stepp. Nolan Stepp. Slow things down. Pass inside to Volk, and beautiful job of feed there. Beautiful feed by Stepp to Volk, and Volk, great job working around the defense that time. And now for 3, Ben Berg. That is no good, and air ball on that one. So the Tigers get the ball back and down by 3 with under 6.5 to go. Stepp gets the inbound from Volk. Now back to Stepp. And Stepp to Rude. Rude up for that one. No good. Gets his own rebound. Plus he was fouled. And now he'll go to line to shoot 2. Rude went up for that shot. He didn't get the friendly bounce that he wanted, but he got his own rebound. He fought hard for that one too. That foul is going to go on Landon Haas, his 3rd, so he'll probably have to come and take a seat as Rude drops in the first of 2 free throws. And, yeah, Haas is going to probably sit for the rest of the first half with 6:18 to go. Don't want to risk him getting his 4th or even 5th this early. So Rude made the first, cannot drop in the second, so he's 1 of 2 there. And it's rebounded by Keel for the Wolves. 22-20 is the score. Wolves have the lead. And on the far side, Ben Berg has it, trying to go inside. That was tipped and now going to be stolen away by Braden Rude. Nice job by Rude, just getting in the way of that one, really. Quickly into the front court, Volk for 3! William Volk for 3, and he gives the Tigers a 23-22 lead. 5:40 to go on the game clock in this first half. Tigers retake a 1-point lead. Remember, we battled back and forth for about a couple minutes, trading 1-point leads between these teams, and wouldn't be surprised if we get into kind of that situation again. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Wolves trying to set up their offense. They tried to go inside and just passed his reach for Liam on the pass, and he'll dribble it out of bounds, so we'll go back to the Tigers on the turnover. 5:20 to go. Looks like a substitution here for the Wolves. They'll get that one in. Subbing in for Braden Rude for the first time here tonight is number 24, Garland Gibbs. I love that name. Garland Gibbs. GG. Just is really smooth to say, Garland Gibbs. I don't know why. Back to the action anyways. Owen Dick has it. Gives it over to Volk. Volk on the near side elbow. Bounce pass to Gibbs. Gibbs will give it to Wood. Jamison Wood. Jump pass over to Owen Dick in the near side corner. He fakes the shot. Now driving inside. Bounce pass on the far side to Wood. Wood nearly lost it. Out to Volk. Volk thought about three. Steps back and hands it over to Nolan Stepp. Nolan Stepp. Nice spin move inside. Lost it for a moment. Gives it off to Garland Gibbs. What a feed again from Stepp. And Garland Gibbs making the best of his opportunity there. Drops it in for two. And now the Tigers take a 3-point lead, 25-22 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard with 4:42 to go. Embrace Orthodontics, they will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. And if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options because they'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. That's EMBRACEMN.com. Game Day Gillen with you on this simulcast of this game on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and 95.5 FM, KBEK, as we have two of our local teams going at it, Milaca and Rush City, both representing kind of both of our regions of Q Media, of the WCMP land for Rush City and then the KBEK land for Milaca. So back out of the timeout, teams work themselves onto the court. The Wolves, again, will get to inbound. Gibbs has got a smile on his face out there. Not sure if those are maybe his first varsity points, but nice to see the young man with a smile on his face in the heat of battle out here. And now he's doing a good job on defense, and I think we're going to get a travel on that one. Yeah, we will. Travel call on the Wolves, so the Tigers get it back, and you can thank Gibbs for that one. He was stifling on defense. Tigers have it back. It's Diedrich back into the game after a while. Owen Dick over everybody. Confident in that one, and he drops it through for three. Owen Dick, nice shot there, makes it 28-22. Wolves have it back the other way, though. Samson Trigg gives it inside to Liam. Liam shot no good. And we'll give Gibbs the rebound as he got his hand on it and gave it off to Stepp. Stepp, nice dribble, then stops, gives it over to Wood after the fake pass to Wood. And now to Diedrich, but Diedrich went the opposite way of the pass. He zigged when the pass zagged. So Milaca will get it back on a turnover, and so far not too many bad turnovers like that here tonight. Teams have done a good job of holding onto the ball, but give them each side credit on the steals that they've been able to create. Reverse layup, and nice shot there by Brock Tallberg. Getting that one to drop in for two. The reverse layup, that was a good looking one. Makes it 28-24. Tigers, though, back in their front court. Owen Dick has it, gives it off to Jamison Wood. Now over to Nolan Stepp. Stepp, pass it back to Wood on the far side. Top of the key to Owen Dick. Dribbles, gives it off to Stepp. Near side for three, no good, and that will race out of bounds. And it will go back to Milaca. Rude will check in for Gibbs. We'll get a shoe tied here for the Wolves. Double knot it. It's the best way to go. So we're back to action, and Marudas bringing it up the court for the Wolves. He gives it off on the far side there to Trigg. On the near side back to Marudas. Top of the key for Trigg. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. It's Keel with it. He gives it back to Marudas. Inside for Liam. Shot is blocked and taken away. Owen Dick with the block that time. Diedrich with the steal. And the Tigers look to add on to this lead, 28-24. Step bounce pass to Dick. Now to Wood on the far side to Rude. Wood. Jump pass to Owen Dick at the top of the key. Now over to Stepp. Stepp nearly lost it. Dribble was behind the back. Still holds on to it, getting around a couple defenders. Diedrich, three, comes up short. And nothing but white jerseys there for that rebound. It's Colton Keel who grabs it for the Wolves. And a pass there off the glass, no good. And wow. Tallberg gets the 2, but he got the steal before he got the 2 because Diedrich had the rebound. Interesting. 28-26, and the Wolves are back within 2 of the Tiger lead. Step with it. Back to Diedrich. Diedrich on the near side elbow. Pass is tipped, stolen away. And dropping it in for 2 is Tallberg, but he hit the ground hard as he ties it up at 28. Nolan Stepp will try to break the tie. Wow. He said, hold on, I'll break this tie real quick. 31-28 on the 3 there from Nolan Stepp. So Nolan Stepp wasn't going to let them be tied for long. And now it looks like we get a foul there on Nolan Stepp. He got kind of mixed up with Trigg, but 2 are okay, and they help each other up, which is nice to see. And that foul going to be the team's 7th for Rush City, so it will send Trigg to the line for a 1-and-1. First one is good by Trigg to make it 31-29. And he'll have a chance to bring this within 1 point for the Wolves. And he does. 31-30 is the score. Tigers still with the lead on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard with 1:15 to go in this first half. Diedrich with it, gives off to Wood on the far side. Wood back to Diedrich. Diedrich, triple team, gives it to Wood. Wood over to Dick on the far side, trying to get it to Rude, but it's stolen away, this time by Berg. Gives it off far side to Marudas. At the free throw line, he stops. Now to Berg, a nice shimmy shake there. Shot is up, no good, and Braden Rude gets the rebound for the Tigers. Quickly up the court come the Tigers. Owen Dick thought about driving the distance, but instead gives out to Wood, and Jamison Wood for 3. His first points on the evening. Make it 34-30. And that pass going to be knocked out of bounds by Stepp, and he got in the way of that one. And again, sometimes all you need to do is just get in the way of a pass to force the team to second guess. 2 seconds separate the game clock and the shot clock. Inbound here to Berg. That ball is tipped and stolen away by Wood. And we get a foul on Trigg of the Wolves. That'll be their team's 7th. And that'll send Jamison Wood to the line for a 1-and-1 as his team leads 34-30. Shot clock is off for the rest of the half. Wood's first one is good. 35-30 on the shot from Jamison Wood. And no good on the second, but Owen Dick comes up with the rebound, turnaround, puts up a shot, no good. And then this one mishandled and rebounded by Marudas. And they're going to get a foul the other way, which will send him to the line for 2, or for a 1-and-1, pardon. Owen Dick with his third, and wouldn't be surprised if they just leave him out there with 20 seconds to go. Yeah, they will. So now Marudas for the Wolves is at the line for a 1-and-1. He has 5 points on the night. Gets the first one to go. So it's 35-31. They are actually going to take him out for Gullerud. Marudas short on that one. But his team gets the rebound. That was Keel grabbing the rebound, giving it back out to Marudas with 10 seconds to go. Now to Trigg. Trigg, nice move, drives inside, holds on to that one, and that one will bounce out of bounds and go back to the Tigers with 4 seconds left on the scoreboard. 35-31. Tigers will get the last second shot, and they get it to Wood. Wood has it stolen away by Marudas. Shot is up, no good. So the inbound was stolen away. Tigers did not get the last second shot. Instead it was Marudas, but he misses. So we are at halftime with the Tigers leading in a fun, action-packed first half. 35-31 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program at embraceMN.com. So we're at halftime. The Tigers lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 35-31. And after a word from our fine sponsors, we'll be back to get a recap of the first half of action. And then we'll talk about some keys to the game for the win for either team. You're listening to the simulcast of boys basketball here on 106.5 FM AM 1350 WCMP and Nice 95.5 FM KBEK.
This can be the loneliest sound, and it's never the right time. Car in the ditch, you standing by the side of the road. Thank goodness Hinckley Towing is on the way. 24-hour service, experienced drivers, and state-of-the-art trucks. Put their number in your phone before you need it. Hinckley Towing, 320-385-4049. 320-385-4049.
'Tis the season to share the joy of Wisconsin cheese. At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, they understand the importance of great cheese and take pride in their gift boxes. Burnett Dairy can customize gift boxes and include a nice note, and they can be shipped throughout all states except Hawaii. Who doesn't love cheese? This is the perfect gift for anyone. Order your cheese gift boxes online at shop.burnettdairy.com or give them a call, 715-689-2748 for custom orders, and they can be shipped or picked up at the store.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
The holiday season is right around the corner. Share the joy of Wisconsin cheese from Burnett Dairy. They can provide you with cheese gift boxes that are perfect for your employees. So why not show your employees how much you appreciate their hard work and dedication with a gift that they're sure to love? Burnett Dairy Cheese. Order your employees' cheese gift boxes online at shop.burnettdairy.com or give them a call at 715-689-2748 for customer orders, and they can be shipped or picked up at the store.
Introducing the Red Runner 2017 Deluxe Firewood Processor. This Canadian-assembled, all-in-one towable firewood solutions capable of producing 3 face cords per hour. The Red Runner comes equipped with a powerful 18-inch Oregon chainsaw bar, 10-foot-long adjustable conveyor, 2, 4, or even 6-way adjustable splitter head. Fits logs up to 12 feet long and 16 inches in diameter. This high-performance personal firewood processor is powered by a Honda GX390 industrial engine, found only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Halftime here at Rush City High School, where the Tigers lead the Milaca Wolves on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 35-31. The Tigers were down for a good chunk of that first half, but they just did a great job at battling, continuing to stick with it, and continuing to play their type of basketball. And that's what eventually led them to getting multiple leads there in that first half. And weren't able to hold on to one until this last one that they got, and then they extended it even now to a 4-point lead, 35-31. But the Wolves, they continue to battle hard as well. They continue to play their type of basketball, and they just continue to run their offense the way they'd like to, and they are making plays as well. Defense is doing a pretty good job. Offense is also doing a pretty good job. As take a look at some of these stat leaders for the Milaca Wolves. Brock Talberg led them with 11 points, 6 for Colin Marudas, 4 for both Berg and Trigg, 2 for Keel, Liam, and Haas. Rebound-wise, it was 5 for Keel. He led the team. They had 10 steals in that first half, 3 from Berg and Marudas, and 17 fouls, and Haas had 3 of those. For the Rush City Tigers, leading the way for them was Braden Rude with 9 points, 7 for William Volk coming off the bench for only a few minutes. So a nice job there by Volk. And then Nolan Stepp had 6, 5 for Owen Dick, 4 for Wood, and 2 for Gullerud. And Gibbs, 4 rebounds, leads the way for the Tigers from Rude. They had 8 steals there in that first half. 4 blocks, though. Diedrich, Rude, and Gullerud each had 1. They had 8 team fouls in the first half. So for both these teams, I think there's not too much to say, really. I think they're both playing pretty well. I think they're both kind of playing how they want to. I think if you're the Tigers, just make sure you don't get into a panic at all. Don't panic when we've seen that full court pressure a little bit late in that first half, and they panicked a little bit and turned it over, and Wolves were able to extend their lead. But I think if you're the Tigers, just don't panic at anything you see. Continue to play your game, and defensively continue what you did at the end of that second half. Allow them the passes they want on the outside, but once they try to go inside, body them up, and do not allow them anything easy, because Milaca has not been able to get those shots off with as much ease as they would like. But if you're the Wolves, on the other hand, I think I might start to work on the perimeter game a little bit. I think I might start to work and try and drop in some of the three-point looks that I have. They hit 1 in that first half. I think I might start to look at the perimeter game a little bit more. Of course, defensively, you want to be watching out for them driving inside. Don't allow them any lanes. You might have to allow them a few more open looks from 3. That doesn't mean they'll drop them all in, but you might have to allow them a few more, because right now the Tigers are living and dying by driving inside the paint and getting buckets to fall, and they're doing a really good job of it. And turnover-wise, for both teams, I think they're going to obviously want to eliminate a bunch of turnovers. Turnovers happen, but if you can eliminate a good chunk of them, that'll be a key to success for both of these teams. We'll take one more commercial break, then after that, we'll be back for the second half of action here in Rush City on WCMP and Nice 95.5
Dale's
FM.
Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals, along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Embrace Orthodontics would like to take this time to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. It's people like you that make Christmas a sacred, meaningful occasion. Embrace Orthodontics wants to thank you for allowing us to serve you over this past year, and we really look forward to continuing to provide quality orthodontic care with Invisalign and braces in the year ahead. Gifts come and go, but a smile is forever. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Embrace Orthodontics. Find us online at embracemn.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Back here on WCMP KBEK, the simulcast here of this one. as we are just about set to start the second half of action with the Rush City Tigers leading on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard 35-31. 18 minutes are back up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners, 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Milaca will start with the inbound. And Marudas will take it for the Wolves. He gives it off now to Berg. Berg now the shot there from the Wolves, no good. Lucas Diedrich with the rebound. And Jameson Wood has it. He hands it back to Diedrich. Now over to Owen Dick. Owen Dick lost it for a moment, and we're going to call it for a travel there, so the ball will go back to the Wolves. So the Wolves take it back, and Haas has it. Goes inside to Tallberg. Tallberg led them in scoring that first half, and trying to grab the ball was Nolan Stepp. They're going to call a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Tigers, so they'll get the ball anyways. Nice job by Nolan Stepp to tie that one up. Not everybody wants to get down on that court and have their skin stretch against it. That does not feel good, but he was willing to do that. Pass here is, I don't know if it was tipped or what, but stolen away by Tallberg. His shot is up no good, but he was fouled, and he'll go to line to shoot 2. They're going to call that one on Lucas Diedrich, his first, team's first of the second half. And again, it's Tallberg at the line to shoot 2. First one up is good. 35-32. And that one's good as well to make it 35-33. Now a 2-point game. As the Tigers have it back, Diedrich looks. Can't find anything. Dribble drives, gives it to Stepp. Stepp to Rude at the free throw line. Who drops it in for 2. Nice job there by Braden Rude, just taking the shot the defense gave him, and why not? Just they're giving you that kind of an open shot. No reason not to take it. Berg has it now for the Wolves. He gives it off on the far side to Haas. Haas will pull up inside the paint, and he'll drop that one in for 2. A nice little shot there from Haas. 37-35. Wood has it, gives off to Diedrich on the near side for 3, no good. Rebound there by Keel. Again, he led them in that first half with 5 of them. To Berg quickly, now to Haas. Near side elbow to Marudas. To Tallberg. Near side for Berg for 3, no good. Diedrich, nice rebound for the Tigers. Here they come the other way. Diedrich stops his drive, gives it off to Wood on the far side. Now to Nolan Stepp for 3, no good, and Keel another rebound for the Wolves. Haas takes it on the far side, puts a shot towards the basket, it's no good, and Nolan Stepp will get the rebound for Rush City. Diedrich has it, pass to Wood now, looking on the far side for Stepp, back out to Wood, over the defender, Diedrich gets it. Diedrich shifts one way, goes the other. Gives it to Stepp, who nearly lost it. And nearly lost again. Spin move. This time he'll just throw it towards the basket. That ball is going to be out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by the Tigers. So it will go back to the Wolves. Inbound here to Marudas. They look, give it off on the near side to Berg. Now to Haas. Haas fakes the shot, drives around the defender. Shot is up, no good. Nolan Stepp, another rebound. Wood gets the pass from Diedrich, back to Diedrich now. Diedrich back to Wood. Wood goes to Dick, and that is stolen away by Marudas. His shot no good. Owen Dick with the rebound. And then we're going to get a foul here on Milaca. We're going to call this one on Samson Trigg. His third, team's first. 37-35, the Tigers do lead. Diedrich takes it, nearly lost it. Ball up for grabs. Diedrich grabs it back. That is some hand strength there by Diedrich. He'll give it over to Wood. Now back to Diedrich. Diedrich puts a floater towards the basket. Shot is up, no good. Rude comes up with the rebound. Now to Wood, to Step. Now to Diedrich. Diedrich near side for three. That's no good. Rude tries to tip it to himself, and Step is going to come up with the rebound to Wood. Now to Diedrich again. Diedrich picks up his dribble, gives it to Dick in the near side now to Wood. Wood goes inside to Owen Dick, and Dick in some trouble. He's in a triple team there, and he's going to have it stolen away by Haas. Landon Haas with the steal. Goes inside, and Marudas drops it in for 2 to tie the game. At 37. And nearly a dangerous pass that was stolen away, but Owen Dick does a good job to hold on to that one. Now he'll pass it over to Wood. Now on the far side for Nolan. Step for three. That's no good. And Berg grabs the rebound for the Wolves. And as Rude was trying to steal that one, he's going to get the foul call. That'll be his second and the team's second of half number 2. Tied at 37. And the Wolves slowly bring it up the court. That's Marudas who gives it off to Trigg. Now to Berg. Back to Marudas. To Trigg. Trigg drives inside. Shot is blocked by Rude. Owen Dick will get the steal. Rude with his second block of the game. And Diedrich has it from Wood. Wood gets a pass back. Now to Step on the far side. Inside to Rude. And we're going to get a foul here on Milaca. That's the first on Colton Keel. Wood will inbound to Owen Dick. Dick had to go back a little bit for it, but he manages to bring it in. Dick will give it to Step on the far side. Now to Wood. Now to Diedrich. Diedrich gives it over to Wood. Wood back to Diedrich. Diedrich in the near side corner for Step. Step, lob pass over to Wood. Wood on the far side. Trying to drive inside, gives it back to Step. Step trying to get around his defender. 3 seconds to shoot. 2, Diedrich from 1. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Berg. And quickly up the court come the Wolves. Rudas for 2, no good. It's Diedrich with the rebound. And a foul here on Milaca. The second foul on Keel. Get a substitution here before the inbound, and Diedrich inbounds to Wood. Wood will go right back to Diedrich in the front court. Diedrich gets double teamed in some trouble. Yeah, he carried it. Oh, they're going to get a foul actually on Diedrich. He traveled for sure, but I don't know if he fouled the player. Interesting. Well, it will be his second and the team's third foul in the second half. Marudas with it for the Wolves. Now to Haas on the far side, back to Marudas. He's wide open from 3, a high lobbing shot, no good. Keel grabs the rebound. Now to Trigg, now to Haas. Inside for Tallberg, who drops it in for 2, and the tie has been broken. It's a 39-37 lead for the Wolves. Wood gives it to Gullerud. He gives it to Diedrich for 3, and that's no good. Tipped, and the rebound goes to Step. And Step shot no good, but I think they're going to get a foul here on Milaca anyways. Looks like they will. That one's going to be on Trigg, his 4th. So he'll probably come and take a seat for a little while. With his 4th, you don't want him to foul out. Wood will inbound now. Lobbed into Diedrich. Near side corner for Wood. Wood gets around 2 defenders. Bounce pass over to Step. Step back to Wood. Wood drives inside, back out to Step. Step thought about 3. Bounce pass over to Rude. We got another foul here on the Wolves. It's the first one for Tallberg. Inbound to Rude, and Rude pops off a three quick. His shot no good. Rebounded by Nolan Stepp. Pass it out to Gullerud. Now to Diedrich. Near side corner for Wood for three. That's good. Jamison Wood delivers on the three to retake the lead for the Tigers, 40-39. 11 and a half to go. Inside pass to Keel. He nearly had it stolen away. Gives it off far side. And that shot is well short. Gullerud grabs the rebound for the Tigers. Wood bounce pass to Diedrich. Step, long three, no good. Tallberg has the rebound. Now that pass gets through, nearly through the hands of Berg, and he throws it off of Stepp on that far side. Stepp threw his head back. I don't know if he got hit in the head or in the chest. Either way, cannot feel good. So the Wolves will get it back. Inbound here to Keel. One hand taking in the pass is Marudas. Going inside to Haas. He had it nearly stripped by Wood, but Haas holds on. Tried to pass it through some traffic to Keel. He lost it, and it will go back to the Tigers. Diedrich, pass up the court to Stepp. Now to Wood, now over to Diedrich. Diedrich, near side to Gullerud. Now to Wood. Wood was in some trouble there, but managed to hold on to it. Now to Diedrich, now to Stepp, now on the near side for Wood. Wood back outside Diedrich. Diedrich left alone for three. That's going to come up short. Great job by Gullerud to get the rebound. But his shot is no good, and then the other way come the Wolves, and they're going to get fouled. And they'll go line to shoot two themselves now as Rudas will be at the line. Not sure who that foul was on. Let's see, Jameson Wood hit with his first. So Marudas at the line to shoot two. First one's up and good. That'll tie us at 40. Kempf and Volk into the game for Diedrich and Stepp. One more sub. This one on the side of the Wolves, and a new man in there for him for the first time here tonight. Number 33, that's George Roll. Meanwhile, Marudas drops them both in. Make it 41-40. Then we get a timeout right after he made free throw attempt. And this one trying to see who that was called by. I do believe that it was Milaca who called the timeout. Not real sure. Well, either way, we do have a timeout. It was by Milaca, but they lead 41-40 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Plus, they'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Find out more at embracemn.com. Nearing the halfway point of the second half, and it's a 1-point lead for the Wolves. This should be a very fun ending to this one as these two teams continue to trade the lead. Tigers held it at the half, but now the Wolves have it by one. 10:07 left in the game. And there's the 15-second buzzer. Teams have 15 seconds to wrap up the convo and get back out onto the court. Both teams do so in time. And out of the timeout, the Tigers will get set to inbound. William Volk inbounds to Wood. Wood back to Volk. Volk on the near side, or far side rather, gives it back to Wood. Now to Volk on the far side again, back to Wood. Wood driving inside, back out to Volk. Volk thought about three from long range, instead hands it to Kempf. Kempf mishandled it a little bit, but Gullerud, he gave it off to him, and Gullerud will drop it in the bucket for two, 42-41. On the far side, Rudas to Keel. And that blocked by Braden Root again. Actually, it might have been Volk. It's William Volk with the block. It's the team's 6th block in this game. Inbound on the near side to Haas. Haas makes the defender jump, and Braden Rood with his 3rd block that time. He was not fooled by that one. Braden Rood with the swat there. Inbound here to Marudas. His shot is no good. Keel can't come up with the rebound. Still fighting for it, and it's going to be Marudas who eventually winds up with it for the Wolves. He'll give it off now to Berg. Inside, that ball nearly swatted away. Berg will take it on the three, no good. It's Kempf with the rebound for the Tigers. To Wood, Jamison Wood. Hands it to Gullerud. Gullerud, far side. Now to Kempf. Kempf in some trouble as he's double teamed, gives it to Wood. Wood goes inside. William Volk wide open for two and drops it through. And the Tigers take a 44-41 lead. Under that halfway point here in the second half. Haas takes it for the Wolves, drives inside. Shot is no good. Rebounded there by Kempf. Kempf gives it to Wood. Wood now to Gullerud. Gullerud to Wood. Far side for Kempf. Makes the defender bite on the fake shot, and his shot from three is no good. Rebounded by Roll. Wolves have it back in their front court. Roll has it, and he has it swatted and stolen away by Gullerud, who hands it to Wood. Wood tried to give it to Volk, and nearly stolen away by Marudas, but he stepped on that boundary line, so it will stay with the Tigers. William Volk will get set to inbound. He does to Wood, and he passed it on the far side to Gullerud. Gullerud double teamed on that far side boundary, and Milaca going to get called for the foul, and their head coach not too pleased with that call as Tallberg gets his second. Their head coach, Sam Haas. Yeah, I don't know about that one. That one was, ticky-tacky. Inbound to Wood, gives off to Gullerud. Back to Wood. He'll go into the near side corner to Kempf. Now to Volk. Back outside to Wood. Wood inside to Rood. Rood tried to spin around. Instead, he gives it to Gullerud. Gullerud from the free throw line. His shot no good, but he was fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It'll be the 7th team foul now on the Wolves and the 3rd on Tallberg. So 2 shots here for Gullerud. 17 fouls here so far for the Wolves, 4 for the Tigers. Gullerud good on the first to make it 45-41. And he drops them both in. So Gullerud makes it a 46-41 game in favor of the Tigers with 7.5 minutes to go here in the game. Haas has it, driving, stops, spins around. He has no one to go to, and now finally does. And now on the far side, Marudas shot no good, and Volk is right there for the rebound for the blue and yellow. Wood finds a lane he likes. He gives it instead to Rood as that lane closed quickly. Now to Gullerud, now to Wood. Wood trying to find a lane inside. His pass intended for Kempf was tipped by Gullerud. And Kempf will give it off to Volk. And Volk, we're going to call him for the travel. Volk, shot was all types of bothered, and he got it to fall through, but It won't count because they're going to call him for the travel. That would have been quite the shot. This place might have erupted. They already did, kind of, but it doesn't count. Haas gets the pass from Marudas, and now that ball up for grabs. Kempf with the steal. Kempf with a screen there, but going to get a foul here on him for the screen, the illegal screen, and that'll give the ball back to Milaca, and that's not what you want to see there, especially if you're the Tigers, get the ball back on a steal and have to give it back on a illegal screen. I'm pretty upset out there on the bench area, but his team consulting him and telling him, hey, you're all right. Nice job there by Tallberg for the Wolves, grabbing his own rebound and then keeping it alive as he was trailing out of bounds. Going to the line was Berg, but his shot is no good as he was fouled by Gullerud, and now Berg will go to the line to shoot two. 46-41, 6:25 to go in the game. Shot is up and no good. 46-41. Tigers lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. My Smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Life Force braces or Invisalign clear liners. 3 locations: Pine City, Lynchburg, and Cambridge. Keel got the rebound, shot it up, no good. Rude got the rebound, and then now we're going to get a foul call here on the Tigers, maybe? Looks like a travel. I don't see a foul on the board. That inbound was knocked out of bounds by the Tigers, so it will stay with the Wolves. They'll try and inbound once again. Tallberg looks, and he finds Marudas on the near side elbow. Passes inside to Haas. He nearly has that one stolen away. Back out to Marudas. Marudas puts up a shot towards the net. It's no good. Rude yet another rebound. And, of course, he'll hand it to Wood. Pass now to Step on the far side. Tries to turn the corner, give it off. Instead to Gullerud. His shot no good. Rebounded there by Marudas. And nearly stolen away by Gullerud, but foul going to be called on the Tigers. That'll be the 17th foul for the Tigers. And the second on Jamison Wood, and that will send Marudas to the line for a 1-and-1. Owen Dick checks back in for Gullerud. This one no good. Rebound swatted, and it's Owen Dick who comes up with it. He drives quickly, drives to the basket, and drops it in for two, 48-41. Time becoming a factor now with 5.5 minutes to go. But with it being this close, you don't want to panic if you're either team, and you're going to get Volk for the foul as he went through that screen, and that screen was set that time. So unfortunately, that will be a foul on Volk. Be his second. And at the line to shoot a 1-and-1 is Marudas. First one is good. Make it 48-42. Marudas' second one is good as well. So 2 for 2 at the line, and he drops their deficit down to 5. Quick substitution on the side of the Wolves. They'll get Trigg back in there again, dealing with 4 fouls, excuse me. Diedrich gives it to Wood. Back to Diedrich now from the inbound. Diedrich will hand it to Owen Dick. He gives it right back to Diedrich. Diedrich trying to drive inside. Instead pass it to the far side to Wood. Now bounce pass to Dick. Owen Dick travels around the perimeter. He wanted to pass it inside, but instead will have to hand it off to Wood, and Wood just throws it at the net. That ball is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Wolves. Tigers maintaining a 5-point lead here. trying to hold on for the last 5 minutes and 11 seconds. Wood will inbound to Step, and then he gives it off to Diedrich, and that was nearly too far, but Diedrich able to pull it in. Good passing, and Diedrich, I think that one might have been tipped. And it will travel out of bounds, and Tigers were the last to touch. Wolves have it, and they'll give it off to Tallberg on the far side. Tallberg going inside. That pass was swatted, but Marudas will bring it back down. Tallberg fakes the shot, now drives inside, and he'll deliver for 2 to make it 48-45. And all of a sudden, that 7-point lead has been dropped down to 3. Wolves doing a good job now. Owen Dick lost it. No, he kept it back, and he will lose it. Steal there by Haas. Haas will get the pass back from Berg, and now to Marudas, and to draw the foul. And that's going to go against Nolan Stepp, his second. Team's 9th, so it's only a 1-and-1 for Marudas. First one is cleanly through to make it 48-46. 4:14 to go. Marudas drops them both in, and that deficit down to 1 for him now. Tigers trying to preserve this lead, but they're going to have to score here. They're going to have to figure out a way to score and get back on the board. As Milaca's found a little bit of a rhythm on offense, and here goes Owen Dick from 3, no good. Swatted out by Rude on the rebound grab there by Tallberg, but Rude will be the last touch as it flies out of bounds. It will go back to Rush City. Dimitri Trudeau checks into the game for the Tigers for Jamison Wood. Far side here for Trigg, who gets it off now to Marudas, now to Tallberg. Tallberg back to Marudas, far side to Berg. Inside to Haas. Haas fights through. Drops it in, plus the and 1. 49-48. Milaca has turned this thing on its head and takes the lead by 1. And a possible 3-point play here for Landon Haas. And Haas cannot drop it through. Oh my goodness. And nice job there. Great effort by Owen Dick to punch that one back in for Rude. And Nolan Stepp drives through, and he's fouled as he drives to the basket. Puts up kind of a windmill shot, but he was fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. The 8th team foul on the Wolves. That one going to be the 4th on Tallberg. All 4 of them have come in this second half, sadly, for him. Nolan Stepp at the line for 2. He needs just 1 to tie us back at 49. 2 for the lead. First one, no good. Stays a 1-point lead for the Wolves with 3:27 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at EmbraceMN.com. Timeout taken here by the Rush City Tigers. They'll be left with 3. With 3:27 left in the game. Tigers trailing by 1. It's been a very, very fun game, very action-packed, and these two teams have been trading the lead all night long, but it will come down to these last 3.5 minutes to see who will come out of here with the victory. Again, Milaca comes in winless so far on the season at 0-6. Tigers won their first game last night against Hope Academy, They're 1-6, so Wolves trying to grab that first win of the season. The Tigers trying to make it 2 in a row. As we are at the timeout, got a call by Rush City. Right now, the Milaca Wolves have found a little bit of a rhythm on offense, so Tigers are going to have to get back on the board once again. And Stepp has a chance to tie us at 49. And he does. Nolan Stepp was 1 for 2, but got the most important one, which ties the game at 49 apiece. Rudas has it. Gives off to Haas on the far side. Back to Marudas. To Trigg. Fakes the pass. And he will pass to Marudas. Top of the key, far side to Tallberg. Good passing around the perimeter for the Wolves. This one nearly too high for Marudas. Shot clock ticking down. Haas drives inside and gets the friendly bounce as it falls through to make it 51-49. Milaca with the lead. Tigers with it. Under 3 to go. Stepp has it back. He gives it off to Rude. Rude, turnaround jumper off the backboard. No good. And Trigg there for the rebound. That was one that almost felt like the Tigers needed to have. Tallberg will go inside, but his pass is tipped and stolen away by Lucas Diedrich. And the Tigers needed that one. They'll try and come back and tie this one up. Owen Dick will try and do more and give them the lead, but shot is no good. Rebounded by Marudas. And this Milaca team just taking their time, trying to drain the clock as much as they can. As we're under 2 minutes to go now, 51-49. Tigers trail by 2. Wolves are going to, again, just try and take off as much clock as they can. They won't want to shoot too early. Trigg has that one knocked away and stolen away by Braden Rude. And now, got an injured player on the court. Nolan Stepp grabbing that left calf. Looks like maybe just a cramp. So he will be helped off. Looks like it could just be a cramp, which we hope it is. Never want any injuries. Never, never, never. So we hope he's all right. Hopefully able to get back into the game, and hopefully it's not serious. And just right before, no, he's drinking some Gatorade right away. So looks to be just a cramp there for Nolan Stepp, but they want to get that taken care of. That can lead to more. So creeping up on a minute and a half to go. Tigers trail by 2 to the Milaca Wolves. Wolves trying to grab their first win on the season. Tigers looking for number 2 in a row. Diedrich takes it inside. His shot is up, no good. Marudas tiptoeing that baseline. Grabbed the rebound and held on. And now it looks like we get a timeout called here by the Wolves of Milaca with 1:22 to go, and their head coach, Sam Haas, wants to just talk it over and talk about what they need to do to get out of here with the victory. They'll be left with 1 minute 22 to go on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find that plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com, EMBRACEMN.com. Wolves and Tigers back out. On to the floor. 10 team fouls for Tigers, which puts Milaca in the double bonus. Only 8 for Milaca, which does have the Tigers in the bonus, but not the double bonus. Marudas gets the pass. No foul call. Shot was nearly stolen away, but kept on the side of the Wolves by Tallberg, and he was fouled on his way up, so he'll go to line and shoot 2. It's the third on Braden Rude. Tallberg at the line, trying to add on to the Wolves' lead. First one is up and good. 52-49. He'll make it a 3-point game. Can't get the second one to fall, so good news for the Tigers. It's only a 3-point game. Diedrich got the rebound that time through. Owen Dick being bothered by Haas. Dick driving through the defense, and he'll lightly drop it in for 2. And getting a steal off the inbound, Jamison Wood. That is a big-time steal. Jamison Wood, as he checks back into the game, grabs the steal off the inbound, plus also draws the foul on Marudas. And now Wood will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. And with one shot here, he could tie it back at 52. Under a minute to go. We're in for a fun finish. Wood can't get it to fall, and that's unfortunate. Tallberg will grab the rebound. It'll go deep. Kempf nearly got the steal, but instead the Wolves will drop it in for 2. It's Berg. And to hear these crowds getting into it, you know how important this one is. 54-52, or 51, excuse me. 3-point game. Shot is up, no good. Diedrich with the rebound. He'll go to line and shoot 2 now, as that is the 10th team foul on the Wolves. So Diedrich at the line to shoot 2. He can bring them back within 1 with 26 seconds left on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. This foul on Landon Haas, his 4th. Team's 10th. Here we go. 2 important shots. Well, Diedrich drops in the first. 52-54. Second one's good. Those are 2 big shots there from Diedrich. He brings them back within 1, 54-53. That pass was tipped, nearly stolen away by the Tigers. They'll wait and wonder when we'll see them foul, and they do there. So Rude, and unfortunately for Rude, nope, okay, he has one to give. That's his 4th. That will send Marudas to the line for 2. 54-53, and again, even if he makes both, it's only a 3-point game, so Tigers have plenty to work with. Marudas' first one is through. 55-53. And the second one is through from Marudas. He gets them both to fall. It's 56-53. And now the timeout called. I believe this one will be the Tigers. It will. So the Tigers will take a timeout. They trail by 3, 56-53. It has been a fun game up to this point. The Tigers trail by 3 right now on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard with 17 and a half seconds left. And like I said before, as of late, with about, 3-4 minutes, maybe even stretch it to 5 minutes left in the second half, the Wolves offense kind of seemed to really get into a rhythm. And since then, they have kind of controlled, not really dominated so much, but just controlled. They've controlled the pace, the ball, and again, lead by 3. Be interesting to see what the Tigers do. Obviously you want to go out and find an open shot, whether that takes all 17 seconds. Shot clock is off, by the way. There will be no more shot clock. So, will the Tigers use all 17 and a half seconds to find an open shot? Probably not. I'm guessing they'll find an open shot before then. But, it wouldn't be all bad to use all 17 seconds and take this into OT. Be the second night in a row we've had an overtime game on our airwaves. Be pretty cool. Last night it was Pine City and Esco who went into overtime. That was a fun one. So here we go. Diedrich will inbound to Wood. Back to Diedrich. And again, they need 3. Diedrich to Dick. Owen Dick has it. He shoots for 2. It's no good. And Rude going to foul out as the rebound grab there by Tallberg. So Rude's night is unfortunately over with 5 fouls. Gullerud checks in. There's 6 seconds to go. Tallberg at the line to shoot 2. And this could potentially end it. And that will just about do it as Tallberg hits that one. And with 6 seconds, really no chance here for Rush City. They do, though, have that one timeout. So, maybe. Tallberg drops them both in. That will pretty much seal it. Tigers will just try and get one more shot off. Wood inside to Gullerud, and Gullerud drops it in for 2. So the final here in this one, the Milaca Wolves come away with the victory 58-55 over the Rush City Tigers. And it was a fun one. It was certainly fun, but the Tigers fall here to the Wolves 58-55. For the Wolves, though, they do grab their first victory on the season. They move to 1-6, Tigers to 1-7. We'll take a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back and recap the game that was here on WCMP and KBEK. And we'll get you some stats, plus my thoughts on the whole game as well. You're listening to basketball on the simulcast, 95.5 FM KBK and a 106.5 FM WCMP.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002. Hockey practice, running a business, heck, just enjoying your life. You've got better things to do. Let Jeff's Outdoor Services handle your lawn care and landscaping. Your home, your cabin, your business, they got you covered. They've been doing it since 1995, and they're good at it. Call today. Jeff's Outdoor Services. You do your thing, and they'll do theirs.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh yeah, well Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill too.
What about his shop?
He heats that too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local central boiler sales dealer.
Embrace Orthodontics would like to take this time to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. It's people like you that make Christmas a sacred, meaningful occasion. Embrace Orthodontics wants to thank you for allowing us to serve you over this past year, and we look forward to continuing to provide quality orthodontic care with Invisalign and braces in the year ahead. Gifts come and go, but a smile is forever. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Embrace Orthodontics. Find us online at embracemn.com.
Experience our most popular sawmill, the Big Red XP. This Canadian-built mill proudly sits on an entirely welded 24-foot jointless frame. Accepting a diameter of 32 inches, this portable sawmill can saw logs up to 21 feet long or work with two 10-foot logs at the same time. Includes an electric head position and automatic headlock. Powered by the renowned and proven Honda 20-horsepower version, the Big Red XP comes equipped with all the equipment needed. The Big Red XP is available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com. The Tigers fall here in this one to the Milaca Wolves, 58-55, and drop to 1-7 on the season. So the Wolves get their first victory on the year and move to 1-6 as they get the win. So maybe it'll be a string of a few for the Wolves or for the Tigers. Either way, well, not for the Tigers, I should say, but hopefully after this they can string a few wins together. I knew what I meant in my head. And hopefully they can get back to the winning side of things here pretty darn soon. In this one, looking at the stats for both of these teams, starting with the Milaca Wolves, leading the way for them. It was close, but Brock Tallberg led the way for the Milaca Wolves with 19 points. And then right behind him, coming alive here in the second half, was Colin Marudas. He had 17. And then it was 8 for Haas, 6 for Berg, 4 for Trigg, and 2 for Liam and Keel. Keel led them with 10 rebounds, 6 for Marudas and 4 for Tallberg. They had 14 total steals. They had 10 in that first half, 4 in the second half. They also had 17 total team fouls with 10 in the second half and 7 in half number 1. On the other side for the Rush City Tigers, for the Tigers, they had leading them with 11 points was Braden Rude, followed by Volk and Dick, Owen Dick with 9, 8 for Lincoln Gullerud, 7 for both Wood and Stepp, and then 2 for Lucas Diedrich and Garland Gibbs. Rebound-wise, it was Rude who led them with 8, 6 for Diedrich, 5 for Stepp. They had 13 steals, 8 in the first half, 5 in the second. They had 7 blocks, 4 in the first, 3 in the second, and 3 of them came from Braden Rude. And then they had 20 total team fouls, 8 in the first half, 12 in half number 2. So coming up for both of these teams here, of course, we hit our Christmas break, which gives us a little bit of a break and a chance to breathe. It does not right now look like that the Tigers are in a Christmas tournament. Of course, they've already played 8 games, so they might need a little bit of a break themselves. But after the Christmas break, they'll be back to action not next Thursday, after New Year's. They'll be back on January 4th up in Hinckley, and then back on the road again the very next week, January 8th. At Foley. Their next home game will be a start of a 3-game home stretch as they welcome in the Pine City Dragons Tuesday, January 9th, and then the Raiders of Mille Lacs Friday, January 12th, and then another home game on Tuesday, January 16th, where they host Spectrum. For the Milaca Wolves, again, they hit their Christmas break, and for them, again, it doesn't look like any winter or Christmas tournament. But they will return to action after the New Year's on Friday, January 5th. They will host Foley. That should be a fun rivalry matchup between those two. And then Thursday, January 11th, they'll host Bram. Before that, Friday, January 12th, they'll travel to Mora, which should be yet another good rivalry matchup as well. So for this game, it is over. The Tigers do fall 58-55, but it was a fun one. It was a fun one right up to the very end, and both these teams battled hard. It was fun to see the teams battle, and sadly there for Rush City, I think Milaca was just able to get a few key turnovers and hit the free throws that they must have, and they did, and that was in large part due to Tallberg and Marudas both getting those free throws to fall. Those were big free throws that they got to fall, and I don't know if they don't hit some of those, Rush City probably comes away with this win. So huge key free throws there that were hit by the Wolves. The Wolves move to 1-6, Tigers to 1-7 on the season. And I want to thank all of you for tuning in here tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we do. Of course, stay tuned to the morning shows on both our stations, 95.5 FM, KBEK with Rock and Robin Riley, 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's where you can catch your local sports updates. We'll talk about this game and all the other games in our local listening area, as well as regional sports and even some national sports as well. Stay tuned to our websites, WCMPradio.com, KBEK.com, as well as our Facebook pages by the same names, and our Twitter at WCMP Radio. That's where you can also catch all your local sports updates, all things local sports, whether it's breaking news, kids signing their LOI places, changes in times or dates for games. You can catch all of that there on our Twitter and Facebook pages, as well as our website, and even game recaps from games that we were at. So stay tuned to those for all things local sports, as well as interviews. We have interviews all the time, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Again, the final here in this one on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, the Wolves 58, Tigers 55. Don't forget, if you're watching this game on our YouTube, be sure to go to the YouTube that you're on right now. Click that subscribe button. That way, you'll be subscribed and you'll be notified anytime that we go live with a local sporting event. You'll get that notification. All you'll have to do is pull it down, click on it, and it will take you right to the live video. So be sure, again, on this YouTube to like and subscribe, and that way you'll get notified anytime we go live with a local sporting event. Again, thank you all for tuning in here tonight. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors. And remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness can truly make their day. It costs nothing to be kind, and especially around the holiday season, I challenge you to be kind to others. Again, it doesn't cost anything to be kind, and I'm not talking about being kind by giving gifts to people. Just be kind. If you're at the store, hold the door for somebody, or grab somebody's grocery bag for them. So, just be kind. Again, we need more kindness in the world we live in today. The final for the last time here on KBK and WCMP, Wolves 58, Tigers 55. I want to thank Joshua Miron for getting me on air on KBEK. Thanks to him. I don't really have great service in here, so I'm not able to do it myself. So huge shout out to Dad, or Joshua Miron, as you all know him as. So thanks to him for getting me on and getting us back to a regularly scheduled program here in a few seconds. Again, the final, Wolves 58, Tigers 55. For WCMP and KBEK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great weekend. And have a fantastic Christmas. And if we don't hear from you again, have a Happy New Year.